If someone we haven't spoken to in a long time told us they only had 24 hours left to live, what would we say to them? This question cuts straight to the heart, because it doesn't only ask what we would say to that person, it also forces us to confront why we stayed silent, why we postponed, and why we waited. What's even more unsettling is this: the possibility that those final 24 hours may have already begun today applies to every human being. No one knows which day or which hour their life will end. Yet people live as if time is endless, postponing their feelings, swallowing their words, and imprisoning love in silence. One of the biggest mistakes in human relationships is believing that silence is temporary. In reality, silence often grows. It starts with a small disappointment, turns into habit, and eventually becomes distance. When someone we love lets us down, the emotions we suppress begin to pile up layer by layer. The moment we are hurt freezes in our mind. We relive it over and over again. We replay the words that were said and the actions that were taken. Questions like, how could they do this to me? Or what were they thinking when they said that? Eat away at us. These mental loops don't bring solutions. On the contrary, they trap us in that moment. Time moves on. Life goes on. But we stay stuck at the point where we were hurt. At that stage, we start to feel justified. Being right becomes a shield. Pride steps in front of love. I won't call first. They should apologize first. I have my pride. These sentences are attempts at self-protection, but more often than not, that protection becomes destruction. Throughout life, we lose many people. Some losses happen slowly. Conversations fade. Messages become rare. Distance quietly grows. Others are sudden: a phone call, a piece of news, a single sentence. In sudden losses, people realize something painful. The deepest pain is not the loss itself, but the words that were never spoken. Because people don't come back, but unspoken words continue to live inside us. Unspoken words grow heavier with time. At first, they feel like a mild regret. I wish I had called. I wish we had talked that day. But as time passes, those wishes grow louder. A person is left alone with their inner voice, and that voice is often cruel, because there is no longer any chance for repair. Time cannot be reversed. That moment has come and gone. Think of a friendship. Maybe one that started in childhood, maybe one built over years. A small misunderstanding, a simple argument. We'll talk later, we say. Days pass, weeks go by. Life gets busy, and the conversation is postponed. Then one day, a phone call changes everything. A trembling voice delivers the news. That friend is gone. In that instant, thousands of sentences echo in the mind. Everything that should have been said, but wasn't, comes rushing back. And now, it's too late. Family relationships are where this silence weighs the heaviest. Conflicts with parents are often seen as temporary. We're family, we'll make up, we say. But life doesn't respect these assumptions. One phone call ended without saying, I love you, can become a lifelong burden. Love doesn't disappear when it's unspoken, but it remains incomplete. And that incompleteness leaves a wound that never fully heals. The same is true in romantic relationships. Silence is sometimes used as punishment. Not speaking is mistaken for strength. But this punishment usually harms both sides. An unspoken goodbye, a delayed conversation, a suppressed feeling, and then a loss. In that moment, one truth becomes clear. Silence is not as powerful as we think. Real strength lies in the courage to be vulnerable, Why don't people speak? Because they're afraid. Afraid of being misunderstood, rejected, or hurt. They believe that opening up makes them weak. Yet vulnerability is the most human state there is. Love requires courage. Apologizing, forgiving, expressing feelings honestly. All of these require strength, but many people choose not to show it. Over time, silence becomes normal. People get used to not talking, but getting used to something is not the same as healing. Emotions that are suppressed eventually weigh us down. Sometimes we don't even remember why. We just feel an emptiness. We know something is unfinished, but we can't name it. If someone came to mind while reading this, it's not a coincidence. The heart remembers unfinished bonds. A friend you haven't spoken to in years, a family member you've grown distant from, someone you never fully opened up to. The heart doesn't forget. The mind may silence it, but the heart keeps remembering. People often say life is short, but that phrase barely scratches the surface. The truth is this: life may be short, but regret is long. A person learns to live with regret, but never truly makes peace with it. Because regret belongs to the past, and the past cannot be changed. That's why we must speak while there is still time, without waiting for the perfect words or the perfect moment, because the perfect moment rarely comes. Saying how you feel may not fix everything, but silence fixes nothing. Speaking keeps possibility alive. Maybe reading this was just a coincidence. Or maybe it's life gently reminding you of something. Either way, the message is clear. Say it. If you love, say it.
If you're hurt, say it.
If you need to apologize, do it. Because words lighten the heart when spoken and become heavy when left unsaid. In the end, people don't remember who was right. They remember who stood by them. Life isn't a battle won by pride. Life gains meaning through connection. And sometimes, a single sentence can ease the weight of an entire lifetime. Don't postpone a word you can say today, because tomorrow may not always come.